me show you apartments. See, apartments all down this road. All down this road that way, heading that way, and heading that way. On both streets, on both sides of the road. On this side of the road and on that side of the road. Tons of apartments. Tons. And you'll have, you know, a supermarket. Like there's a good supermarket right there. You know, there's a coffee shop. You'll always have a coffee shop. Tons of things, tons of places to eat. It's pretty busy, this street, you know, and if you go down this way, there's more restaurants, more cafe, more apartments. So these are things when you're thinking of moving here to Vlore and you want that 300 range apartment, 350, things to that, this is where you can talk to your realtor and tell them I want this and this is about approximately what I want to pay. Remember, you could always negotiate. Don't be disrespectful and go to the beach area, a penthouse, and say I want this for 300. That's really disrespectful. You're not going to get it for 300. You're not even going to get it for 400. So don't be disrespectful. Because it's all location, location, location. And you know who made it worse for you to get it at a good deal? People. You guys did. Because you guys go on social media and be like, oh, I'll pay $1,000 for that ocean view. Well, what happens? They'll know that they will find that idiot that's going to pay big amount for that view. Don't say that. Because it messes it up for everybody. And you got to remember, there's locals here that also are looking for apartments, and they don't make what you have, whatever you made, and you're retiring with in the United States, right? So you got to remember those things. So I'm just showing you one road. I'm gonna put the name of this road that is possible for you to get something in the 300s. And there's nothing wrong with this road at all. You're not far from the beach at all. And there's tons of coffee, supermarket, restaurants. Just get out your house and look for it. And walk around. Just showing you this one area. Look at here. This is a brand new building they're just building right here. Still, you're not far from everything, you know. Look at more buildings, apartments here. Yeah. It's perfect. Further up is where you would catch the bus to take you to Tirana, Fair, Barat, just different areas. And then you just walk down. The next block that way is a supermarket. Another block is another. It's like 3 other supermarkets. There's tons of stuff. If you head that way, and further down, of course, you get to the beach area. But sometimes you gotta sacrifice, right? You want to pay what you want to pay. Well, you gotta live a little bit further, but it's not that bad of a walk to the beach at all. All right, right now we're in the city center, but as you see, there's tons of apartment down in the city center. On this street, on that one right there, then they're right there. You know, and if you continue on further north, there's more apartments all up the strip, heading to our old town. Very walkable to the beach, and with more of a, you know, if you want to pay less in rent. And this area is pretty good because you will find anything. You got tons of coffee shop, supermarket, restaurants, vegetable stands. I mean, has everything. And this is a very walkable city. Yeah, look at this. Presidenti Nagal Vlore, Albania. Hello from Vlore, Albania. So I did, as you see, I put up two videos showing you the two major rows here in Vlore, and they're just filled with apartments where you can rent for about that 350 and so forth, like that. You know, like I said in my previous, you're not going to be great view of the ocean penthouse for 300, and you can negotiate, but that's pretty being really disrespectful, thinking you're going to get a penthouse for that amount. Not at this time, maybe in the past, maybe a year ago, maybe 2 years ago and stuff like that, but not now. All these people already know that there's going to be someone not that bright who's gonna be like, yeah, sure, I'll pay 1,000. No, you couldn't negotiate. And you gotta also, like I said before, you gotta also remember that um, people in this country do not make what you made in the US, or whatever you're retiring, whatever your amount you're receiving for your pension, or if you are work from home, you're making that money from the US or from whatever country, and it might be more than here. So I find that when you quick to like say, man, to see the ocean, to see that, wake up to that view, yeah, I'll pay 1,000. I think is like a selfish and not thinking. It's so typical American. It's always about you and just forget everyone else. You forget about the people here, and they also have to. They also have a right, to live by the water. This is their country. We are immigrants here. There's no such word as expat. That's a bullshit, made up shit. We're all immigrants. You just want to feel better about yourself and expat. No, you're an immigrant. We're immigrants here. You wasn't born here. You came from United States or wherever you came from Great Britain, India, and all that. You're an immigrant to this country. So it's very unfair for you to think that, yeah, I'll pay that, because then it becomes, you're pushing them out, and then it comes that conflict. We need to come and unite, you know. But I was showing you those two areas where there's tons of great apartments. I didn't even go down the side streets. They're great apartments, Yeah, the building might look a little rough, but you'd be surprised. They remodels those apartments and they look absolutely beautiful. For 300, 350, a one bedroom, one bath, come on, you cannot beat that. And then it's around everything. It's around supermarkets. It's around restaurants, tons of coffee shops, just and walkable. This is a very walkable city, very walkable city, so you can walk anywhere. You can walk out here to the beach, and then walk home. And walking is a great exercise. So I'm just trying to share to you other areas. I'm not saying you cannot rent out here next to the beach and things like. Of course you can, but I was just trying to say, hey, if you want to stay in that budget, right? If you are just in that, out, these content creators say I can live on $1,000 in Albania or 1,500 in Albania. That's going to be really, really tight. And you're going to have to move in. You're going to have to be in to pay that lesser amount. And I'm also telling you what a lot of people don't say is that you can negotiate, but just be reasonable, If you want to be out here in the ocean, ocean view, then you can negotiate. If they want to come at you with, 800, 900, you can negotiate down to like 600 maybe, or something to that effect, 500 if you wish. But if you want to be at 1500, you have to go inward. And I'm telling you, the city center has everything: shops, food, and things to that. So I was just showing another areas, right, besides just right here on the beach. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, go ahead, and you can send any questions. I'll do a little bit more videos on that if I can. But don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and things to that. I hope you have a wonderful day. Today is Sunday. Today is Mother's Day. So I want to take this opportunity to wish everyone a happy Mother's Day. If you don't have no kids, but you have a cat, a dog, happy Mother's Day to you as well. Feliz Día de las Madres a todas las madres hermosas allá. Cada día es Día de las Madres, no solamente hoy, todos los días. Ah, ustedes son una bendición, y la amo todas. Feliz Día de las Madres a todas. Chauito. All right, that was a little bit extra, but in my native language. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you very much. Felimenderi Shuma. That means thank you very much.